You gotta get the hell out of here.
Old 1-2 red.
Yeah. The hell's a Jedi?
What do you want me to do?
Definitely stand that close in case something goes wrong.
I am gonna shame this die.
Come on, you scaredy cat.
So I just smacked the back of Jack's head.
It was just the one that was handy.
Kraloth is conflicted.
Come and get me.
It's a womanticore.
That's right. Bigger and more dangerous.
Are they endangered?
Dwarves are always attacking toes.
Welcome to the first of our legendary actions, gentlemen. That's not a fucking D20. That's a D12. What am I doing?
counts.
Keep it.
Still
Roll that
counts.
one, though. That's the right one.
Welcome back to Dice Shame, episode 85, The Lion's Mouth.
MVP this week is Jeff Paul, who's just joined us on Facebook. Thanks for coming to hang out, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Funny how easy it is to become familiar with a voice but not know much about them, hey? This week we'd like to highlight our amazing cast. Jo Fallick, my soon-to-be wife, our extraordinary DM, is all kinds of talented. She's a blood scientist by day and the best friend a guy could ask for. You can follow her on Twitter at Jo_Scope. Justin James is my best friend and also plays Kraloth. He also does all the sound effects and composes all the original music during the episodes. He's a talented narrator and an awesome sound engineer. You can check him out at JTJames89 on Twitter, or head to soundbooththeater.com to listen to one of his amazing audiobooks. Rob Diobald plays the wonderful Jack Page. He's a talented, avid role player and an engineer by day. Follow him at Rob Diobald on Twitter for nerdy updates about his awesome achievements. Alex Guthrie plays the incomparable Doran. Alex is my real-life brother and an insurance broker. He's one of my best buds and a literal flood of energy. He still doesn't know which die to roll, but you can follow him at Opinion1000 on Twitter. That's 1000. Finally, there's me, Harlan Guthrie. I play Red-Handed Robin, and I edit all the episodes you hear. I also make an audio drama called Malevolent and work as an audio engineer doing a variety of projects. You can follow me at The Leary Valley on Twitter. That's Liri Valley. Together we make up Dice Shame, and we're so happy you're along for the ride. All right, that was a lot. Shall we do it?
Yeah, let's get down to business.
Woo!
All right, Kraloth, what do you got?
18.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Nice.
Kraloth.
Yes.
I'm proud of you.
My highest ever.
Jack, what'd you get?
23.
23 for Jack. Just wiped the floor with Kraloth. We're so
I felt really
proud
bad. Like
of
I wanted you to
Kraloth.
have your moment, so I'm glad I got asked after.
Doran, what'd you get?
Doran rolled a 6.
6 for Doran. And Red.
9.
Those are Kraloth numbers.
Oh, I guess I have to roll for Zolkin as well. Here we go. That's a 21. All right, boys. So we have Jack at the top of the order, followed by Zolkin,
Shut up, Zulkin.
Kraloth, Red, and Doran.
I love how Justin's best roll still puts him right dab in the middle.
Yes,
Yeah,
my
that's
best roll of the entire campaign.
Series so
Straight. Actually, you're a little bit more towards the bottom based on the monsters.
I know.
Unfortunately.
just like mediocre.
So,
That's okay.
Yeah, one of these terrible monsters dropped down in front of Red, Kraloth, Jack, Zolkin, and Doran, and said something menacing like, "I'm going to eat you." And that's what's up. Jack, top of the round. What do you do?
How far away is this Manicore from me?
The Manicore looks to be about 20 feet from you, and your entire party is clustered within that 20 feet, protecting you valiantly.
Does he like stop and like start a conversation? Is he like, "Arr, I'm gonna eat you," or is he like, "Rawr," and he just jumps at us? Who are these bad guys that go like, "I'm gonna
What's
eat
their
you"?
motivation?
Just do it.
Jack grabs Dazan's wand quick out of his pouch and points it at this Manticore and suggests very strongly, with all the beguiling flicks and swishes of the wand, to say, "You gotta get the hell out of here. You're not safe. You're gonna die. You gotta run." A wisdom saving throw, please.
That is a 9.
A 9.
Ooh.
So the DC was 15. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration of 8 hours, so long as I concentrate on this spell.
Wow.
There you go.
Nice.
So then Jack's going to back up around the corner of this canyon, trying to find somewhere where he's at least got a little bit of cover from a few directions in case one of these giant beasties tries to pounce on him.
Great.
I
Cool.
love it. Manticore.
Marvelous. So yeah, you see this puzzled look across this monster's face as its evil grin sort of falters. Next, we have Zolkin. Zolkin moves forward with haste, drawing his scimitar.
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. I've got it under a spell.
Don't hit that one, Zolkin.
Yes, if you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends.
That'd be a real dick move, Zolkin.
Don't be a dick, Zolkin.
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. It's under a spell.
So he runs up and you shout a warning to him, and so he stays his hand and turns back to you and he's like, "What do you mean, Jack? This is obviously a monster. What do you want me to do?"
Yeah, just wait a second. I literally just told it to run away, and it's going to do that if you don't fuck it up for us.
Well, fine. I won't.
But definitely stand that close in case something goes wrong.
I will. I'll stand right here. He sheathes his scimitar and shrugs
Whistles.
his shoulders at you. Yeah. Cool. Next up, we have the Manticore's turns. We'll handle the suggested Manticore first. Yeah, so he has reason to believe that you guys might kill him if he continues to fight you.
He's not wrong.
Seemed like a reasonable suggestion.
So he's going to take to the sky. He leaps into the air with his strong, powerful wings and flies to the top of the nearby canyon wall that's about 40 feet up. And he's going to remain there for his turn. Just keeping a weather eye on you guys. Not sure what's going on, but not willing to chance it that you might kill him or his friends.
Yeah.
His friends, however, are under no such suggestion.
Friends plural?
I use the plural form of that word for a good reason.
Oh no.
Maybe accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe accidentally.
170 manticores come out of the sky.
It's not even like a logical number. 18,000 manticores.
The sky is black with manticore wings. They crack like thunder and they beat in unison.
Cool.
There was a manticore until just a second ago that was crouched over the body of a mountain goat, happily devouring it as the mountain goat bleated for help. That manticore, seeing that its companion landed in front of you and viciously suggested that you were its next dinner, is going to now take to the sky. It launches itself into the air in a shower of dust. And it flies towards you. It's keeping to maybe like 10 feet above the canyon floor where you're standing. It's going to fly about 50 feet forward. And it can see Zolkin quite well. It's going to hold its tail in a kind of a predatory stance over its powerful shoulders. And it lashes its tail around in a circle and it starts firing tail spikes off of the end of its tail at Zolkin.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Imagine how sad we'd be if he died.
The manticore actually crits on one of his tail spikes. He shoots 3 altogether at Zolkin. The first one hits for 7 damage. Oof. And then the crit hits for 17 damage.
Ouch.
Oof.
So the 4 of you watch as Zolkin bravely rushes up to the manticore, ostensibly to protect you all from it. Jack tells him off. He puts his sword away. The manticore flies off up to a higher ledge, and then he just gets absolutely skewered by these 2-foot-long black spikes that just sail out of the distance from around the corner.
It's like,
Zolkin, no!
we'll find the rhythm of this, Zolkin. Don't worry. We'll figure out how to fight together.
2 other dark shapes fly through the canyon over the crevasse through which you're standing.
Whoa.
And they land up above you on the cliff, and they're out of sight. You can't see them.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Uh-oh.
It's convenient.
Well, we know they exist at least.
I'm choosing not to address them.
I'm just ignoring you.
Kraloth, it's your turn. What do you do?
Kraloth, first of all, as a bonus action, is going to cast Sanctuary on Red.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Sorry, Zolkin. We look over and Zolkin's just coughing blood. It's okay.
Yeah, how is Zolkin doing? Is he looking bloody?
Oh, he got stabbed really bad by 2 tail spikes.
Yeah.
Not that you care.
I mean, one was a crit that you could have made not a crit and didn't, but
I forgot about that.
I totally forgot about that. Right
Sherlock
now.
could have changed it. He like holds his hand out and he's like, and puts it back down.
Kraloth just coolly watches.
I only get so many of those. That was 17 damage. Kraloth is going to run around the corner with a hand outstretched towards this manticore that's in the middle of the valley. He's going to say, "Old 1-2, Red. Let's see if we can take this down right off the bat."
Bingo, bango, buddy.
Excellent.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Wicked.
Red, what do you do?
All right. Red, seeing Kraloth run out valiantly, steps out, and he's going to cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action on the one in question. That'll add a d6 of damage. Then I'm going to use my inspiration to roll 2d20 on this, and I'm going to use my sharpshooter penalty.
All right.
That'll be a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Yes!
25 damage.
Okay, and with Path to the Grave,
50 damage.
Wow. Good job.
And then I'm going to attack again.
do it.
Do it. And do it. And
Dirty 20 to hit.
Hey!
Cool. Yep.
It's the exact same roll. 23 damage.
Very nice.
Bingo, bango, you bastards.
Oofa.
And Red gives a thumbs up. He's going down. And then Red is going to move back and try to hug the wall of the cavern as much as possible.
Aw.
Because it's lonely and
cute.
stony.
I mean,
And I know
the
how that
water's
feels.
gone away. It's dried up. You know, it just hasn't had a good hug in a while. And
It's so lonely.
All right. Next up, we have Doran. Doran, what do you do?
Doran watches Kraloth run up and cast a few spells, and Doran charges. I'm going to take 2 actions. I'm going to move right up into this manticore's face. So Doran comes charging around the corner, and his little legs are pushing him underneath, and he's running full speed, and he gets right up in the manticore's face.
Awesome.
And I'm going to use my action surge right now and attack.
Hey.
let's do it.
Okay, let's
Do
see.
it.
Mess this guy
You
up.
plant your little dwarf feet in the
Yeah.
dusty ground and you just get ready.
He runs up, axe high in the air. No, that's a critical fail.
Oh, shit.
God damn it.
Shame.
Oh,
For
but you can
shame.
you can luck it. You can luck it.
You're right. I can't.
You got lucky?
You got lucky this time,
There's
Doran.
been
but
nothing said.
We have no idea whether or not a
A
natural
critical fail
one
would have
hit.
failed. It's a mystery.
I'm going to re-roll. Okay, that is a 26 to hit,
Oh,
Nice.
I should say so.
and that's doing 18 damage, max damage.
Nice.
I
Hey,
mean,
way to
Doran,
go.
you run over and with Orc Splitter, you just chop a hefty chop through this creature's neck and you're sprayed with monstrous blue-black blood.
Yeah.
And the creature just slumps down to the ground full of arrows.
Hey!
Nice.
And Red, leaning against the cavern wall, looks to Kraloth and he's like, "That was us."
Yeah.
Team Awesome Boys.
Stay alert. There's more of them out there.
Doran turns around being sprayed with blue blood, and he turns around and he looks at Kraloth and Red, and he says, yeah, and thumbs up, and he's just covered in it.
Good hit, Dorn.
Yeah. Yeah, good job, Doran. You got the lid off that ketchup bottle
Ketchup.
after we loosened it.
Jack, it's your turn.
My turn again. Jack's going to move up to Zolkin and deliver a potion of healing to him and sort of pull him back against the wall, trying to get him, like, at least so there's only one angle of attack to him, and say, all right, it's your first time fighting with us for real. We'll get this sorted out.
Cute.
That's sweet. So you pull out a potion and you give it to Zolkin.
Yeah.
Your relationship with Zolkin has leveled up. He now wants to date you.
I mean, that pompadour's kind of cute.
He's no tattooed guy in the market, though.
Thanks, Jack. And he pulls the stopper on it and takes a swig as it is his turn. So he drinks this potion of healing. How many hit points do I get back, Jack?
2d4
plus
plus
2?
Yeah.
Straight up posh.
There you are.
That's pretty good, though. Good job, Zolkin.
He high fives Jack.
There's a super awkward high five from Jack, who was not ready for that, but gets his hand in there just in time.
Just in time.
Yeah.
Roll to hit the high five. Let's see how you do.
Reaction? Can he use his reaction?
Holy shit, I got a natural 20.
Are you serious?
Fucking check. I am serious on the fancy die with a symbol and everything.
You're not even looking. You're looking for the next manticore attack, and you just put
Yeah,
your hand out instinctively.
Yeah, And really, he was going to point, but Zolkin got all the high five vibes from wherever Jack was going to point, and it just connected perfect. And Jack's like,
It like echoes through the cavern. It's like whoa, 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 and like Doran hears
That's
it from around the
epic.
corner.
So
That was a good high five.
Cool. Next up are our monsters' turns. The manticore that's on top of the canyon wall moves to the edge and looks down on you 40 feet, and he starts firing spikes. He's going to fire 3 spikes. He's going to fire them all at Kraloth because he feels like Kraloth is probably the juiciest meal of you all.
Yeah, he's not
That's
wrong.
what he's interested in.
He's-
Offensive.
Ooh. 2 miss and 1 hits, I'm sure, with a 23.
Yep.
And deals 6 piercing damage.
oh,
Yeah, 2 of them deflect off of Kraloth's shield as he's ready for this. But one of them slips through his defenses and hits him in the shoulder. We got to get that thing down here.
And then another manticore circles overhead, flies to the opposing wall of the cliff, and fires down some spikes at you, Doran, as you stand over the body of its brother.
Mate.
It's a mantiquad.
It's a mantiquad, that's right. I rolled 3 6s on my d20s.
Oh
somehow.
no!
Wow.
huh.
666.
So
The devil's number.
The Manticore's
that's what's
dice.
up. It fires 3 tail spikes at you, Doran, and imagining you repelling them with Orc Splitter. You just like chop them out of the air as they come
Oh,
at you one after the other.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. And the broadside of my axe comes up, and it's sort of like
It almost doesn't look like you're going to catch that last one, but you do.
yeah.
Like a deft
I deflect
flick.
them like a them like a Jedi deflects laser beams.
A what does what?
Blast.
What?
Blaster blasts.
The hell's a Jedi?
What's a laser?
I think they live up in the mountains.
The manicore that launched its tail spikes at Kraloth takes a couple of steps back from the edge of the cliff, such that you can't see it anymore, but the other one doesn't have enough movement nor space to do such a maneuver, and it is left out in the open. Kraloth, it's your turn.
What about that enchanted one? Told to run away.
Oh,
Does
yeah,
it run away more?
he's totally running away. I mean, you can't see him anymore. You presume that he's running away or flying away. It's hard to know, really, with manticores. Kraloth, it's your turn. What do you do?
Kraloth is going to cast Spiritual Weapon above himself. And can he place it on top of the cliff?
Yeah, I feel like you can get it kind of up next to the manticore, 40 feet above you and just a couple of feet over.
Excellent. Yeah, so Kraloth, seeing this manticore hide back, he casts a spell and a giant scythe appears next to the tree and right in front of the manticore and takes a slice at him.
Nice.
Nice is right when you take a slice.
I stand there waiting for something to happen and nothing happens. Natural
no.
1
Oh, for shame.
Oh,
is what I get on that.
You just hear a laugh.
shame it! Shame it! Justin.
I am going to shame this die. I'm going to
For
shame this
shame.
die.
Yes.
I've had this die
rid of
for a
it.
long time. I'm just putting it in the jar over there. There we go.
That was a lot of dice. How many did you put in there?
I mean,
200. These are all the other shamed dice. Oh, hey, Dicerella, and remember this yellow one that
Dashima,
Daishima, Chester.
Yeah.
They're all in here.
Lifferless.
So nostalgic.
Conrad.
Every time you open that jar, we can hear all the little voices of the dice just cry.
I paid for my crimes. Please.
Harlan put a different dice in.
And then, as my actual action, Kraloth is going to hunker down. He's going to hold up his shield and just kind of watch for this manticore to return using the dodge action.
Hunker down. Hunker down.
Red, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Red sees Zulkin high five Jack, and he's jealous for only a moment. Then he steps out, and he's gonna move his hunter's mark
And
to.
he tries to high five Jack as his action because he needs the validation.
Yeah, and then Red tries to high five Jack for his action as well.
Do you want me to roll for it?
Please.
I got a 3.
I got a 15.
Oh no! Jack's all high fived out.
So I just smack the back of Jack's head. Like, oh, sorry, bud. And I'm going to move my hunter's mark as a bonus action to the one that was firing on Doran. So the one that was closer to him.
You can see that one, yes.
And I will attack. And I will use my special skill. And that would be a 18 hit.
You hit.
Nice.
Hey.
23 damage.
Ho!
Nicely done.
Sweet.
And I will attack again. And that would be an 8 to hit.
No, sir.
Fart.
Yeah, you take the manticore through one of its wing bones, and it screams this loud male scream into the canyon that echoes off the walls, and then you fire your second arrow, and he just bats it out of the air.
Male! And I'm going to move up against the cavern wall again. Really try to hug it.
Manticore. They say their name when they scream.
They do. That one did.
They're like Pokemon.
Big Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I roll for embarrassment about hitting Jack.
Aw,
And I got a 7.
Oh.
you're very embarrassed. Doran, it's your turn. You're standing over the bleeding, twitching body of this manticore.
Licking my lips shortly after having the arrows rain down, and I deflect them off. And I look up at the manticores that I can't see, but I know are above and around me, and I yell, "Come on, you scaredy cats," he yells.
Good one, Doran.
I'm out of reach. I'll just ready an action for whenever they come close enough.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really much I can do other than, I'm thinking I ready my action and I hold my axe back, just like when I'm hunting a fly and I've got my fly swatter up and ready to just come down. So
Is this Doran or Alex?
Doran's got a fly swatter as a finesse offhand weapon.
Yes.
I really appreciate that you called hunting a fly. that you don't just like swat a fly, but Alex goes into hunting mode when he's around his house.
Crouches down real low.
He moves his hunter's mark to
animal instinct.
Puts on makeup under his eyes.
yeah. The lights go off and the
machete.
blood goes on my face like this.
There's a little red dot on the wall. Laser sight.
Ah! Alex, what's going on in there? I'm hunting flies. Shut up.
At that moment, a huge dark shape passes overhead.
Oh shit.
Jack, it's your turn. You just get the sense of like a shadow and something passing, and you don't really get like a good look at it, but something huge and winged.
It's a womanticore.
That's right.
This is a matriarchal
It's
society.
bigger and more dangerous.
Yikes. Jack
That's right.
pulls Dazan's wand out again and points it towards the manticore up on the canyon wall and flicks it in such a way that a crack of thunder sort of peels out and tries to pull this thing's soul out of its body. And if it could make me a wisdom saving throw.
9 again.
17 damage. As a dolorous bell tone fills the air around it and it withers with necromantic damage.
Ding ding.
Jack, are you using your evil wizard friend's wand?
I've used it before.
Get off my back, Dad.
It was just the one that was handy. We're under attack, man.
He says as red flames lick off of the wand.
Mwahaha.
Zolkin, having seen this huge shadow pass overhead, takes up a defensive stance beside his new best friend, Jack. So he's going to take the dodge action this turn. The manticores send off a volley of spikes towards you, Jack. So the first one that is just overlooking you on the cliff fires off 3 tail spikes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a fucking D20. That's a D12.
But
What
roll
am I
that
Still
one.
doing?
counts.
Keep it.
Still
Right
counts.
one.
Yep.
19 to hit you.
It should hit me, but I managed to spin around just in time to hold up my hand, and the shield of force bubbles up in front of me, and my AC becomes 20 for the rest of the round.
Boom.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The other manticore, the one that everyone can see, he's been standing here this whole time, right up above Doran, is going to fire off 3 spikes towards the little dwarf. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes, it does.
And a 21 hits, so you take 2 hits from these darts.
That's what it would seem.
They both hit you right in the butt. It's,
Oh, no.
It's 10 damage and then 6 piercing damage, so 16 altogether. And
Total.
then the third one buries itself in the sand right beside your foot.
Oh, good sound effect.
The one in the ground.
You're good at that.
Good one. Kraloth, it's your turn.
You must be bored a lot.
No, I just love my own self.
A natural Foley.
He just loves himself, Harlan.
All right, so I see Red has been attacking this one over to the other side, and I'm going to cast Bless. I'm going to move over to the 3 of them, kind of get in the way of Jack and this other manticore. I'm going to cast Bless on the 4 of us. I think I can do 4 people, or is it just 3
Just
people?
the 4 of us.
You
Zulkin,
and you
Jack,
and you
and Red,
I.
and Krayla.
All right, I'm going to cast Bless on Zulkin, myself, and Red. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to attack with the scythe.
Hey.
Cool.
All right, so we got 16 plus 6, so 22 to hit.
Yes, sir.
9 points of damage.
Excellent. You can see this manticore now at the top of the cliff, just overlooking you as your sparkling scythe comes down and attacks it.
Yeah.
Stabs it right in the back of the head, and the creature reels around looking for the attacker, not smart enough to realize there's no one there. It's just a scythe.
Just as I thought.
Red, your turn. What do you do?
Red is going to stand out from the wall again, and he's going to fire at the same manticore that he's been chipping down. Come on, this one's for all the beanbags.
Chipping down, Red the Ranger.
Oh, shit.
Chipping down, Red's a Ranger.
That's me! 15 to hit.
that work? Holy shit.
That hits.
Oh, actually, sorry. 15 plus the 3 I rolled, so 18.
That hits.
29 damage.
Great. Good job.
And Red pulls back and aims and whispers to his arrow, "Get him right between the shoulder blades, little guy."
Okay, Daddy.
And that would be a 21 to hit.
It hits.
And that would be 18 damage.
Ooh, the arrow sinks deep into this creature's open maw, piercing the back of its throat, and it falls from the cliff, landing in a huge heap of dust, and it's dead.
It soaks Doran in more blue blood. It's
So
like,
much blood.
he's like, "Oh, I just cleaned myself." And I'm like yelling at it, "I told you to go for the shoulder blade, not the mouth." And I turn to Jack and I'm like, "Arrows."
Oh, you got me wet again.
Like a dad at a pool party.
Red.
Doran, it's your turn. There's yet another body of a monster sitting at your feet. What do you do?
Oh.
You sound disappointed.
Well, I'm not disappointed. Doran is like happy that his friends are being so successful, but he's really not getting that satisfaction of slicing something up with his sharp axe.
In other words, disappointed.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
yeah.
I guess if you define it that way.
you and Zulkin both only have melee weapons. He's like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do?
Come on and get me, you flying pussycat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm going to do a commander strike. So I'm going to look over at Red. Red, are you in line to hit that cat?
I got him in my sights.
Get it between the eyes if you can.
Just say the magic word.
Magic word.
No, say please. You know,
Oh.
all of these commander strikes, you yell at me, you tell me to take the shot, you never once said please. I would really appreciate it if you said please.
Red, please shoot this animal.
All right, you don't have to say please. It's just nice if you did it. And I will do that.
And add 2 to your damage.
16 to hit,
You hit.
Nice.
19 damage.
Yeah, the creature whips back and forth between trying to keep an eye on this magical scythe as it hovers to its left, and then towards its right where Red is just plugging it full of arrows. This one goes right through its shoulder blade.
Got him, Doran!
Excellent.
And you're welcome.
And thank you again.
No, really, I didn't mean to make a whole thing of it. It's just, ever since I was a young boy, I found that if I
I do
don't...
appreciate the one aiming for the shoulder blades got the center of the eyes, and the one aiming for the center of the eyes got a shoulder blade. So,
Yeah.
He had the wrong arrow.
I just the arrows overheard the other. You know how they can be.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, from the sky, with talons outstretched, this massive winged creature, bigger than the manticores, launches itself at this monstrosity, and these 2 giant flying beasts tangle in midair, attacking each other.
Get back against the wall! And I grab Jack and pull him back, and Zulkin.
This new combatant, larger than the manticore, has feathered wings that reach a span of some 20 or 30 feet. These huge black talons on bird legs, but also antlers, it looks like. And you watch as it tears the manticore to pieces above you, raining down bits of fur and blood and matted spines.
Like Doran's like dancing in the rain. But not really.
The creature flies out of sight, and all you hear is its terrible screech.
That was terrible.
Jack, it's your turn.
Jack's searching his mind, trying to figure out from the scant bit of like claws and antlers and the screech that he heard, if he can figure out what the hell that thing was that attacked the manticore.
Why don't you roll a history check for me?
Was that one of your Stevens, Red?
I think so.
26.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. You would know this creature potentially to resemble a creature of legend. This is a carnivorous monstrosity that prefers to eat humanoids, especially humans. It's got a blended body, the wings of a bird of prey, the head of a stag, claws of a terrible avian menace. It's called a periton, but this one's larger than any you've ever heard of.
What is it, Jack?
I think that thing's called a periton. They're worse than manicores in some respects. Zolkin, let's point the direction here. We got to keep going.
Yeah, Zolkin points his way like forward through these carcasses that you've just butchered further into the cavern. It's this way, Jack.
Yeah, and then I'm going to start making my way down the
Town, moving fast. Na na na.
So Jack sort of rounds the bend and makes it up to where Doran is, sort of moving cautiously, his back to the side of the canyon, his wand in one hand, on the lookout for trouble.
Sounds good. Zolkin's going to follow you, Jack, and he's going to move his full 60 feet, hustling past these bodies, kind of gingerly stepping around the blood and guts. Greyloth, it's your turn. You're kind of in the back of the pack now.
Kraloth is going to move as well, keep in close to the wall. And as he passes by this manticore, he's very tempted to grab a piece of meat, but he also
Isn't
thinks
it has
that
like a human face. It's so creepy.
And eats humans.
Kraloth is conflicted. But
I think you should eat things that can talk to you.
oh yeah, I guess it can talk to me. Okay, no, I won't. The voice of Jack rings through Kraloth's mind as he eyes this beautiful flank steak and just decides to keep on moving behind Jack. And I am getting ready to cast Sanctuary in case I see that creature making a dive towards one of my teammates or myself.
And you're going to cast it on the creature, right?
Are they endangered?
They need to be protected.
This is a nature preserve, guys.
It's legendary. You can't just go killing legendary things willy-nilly.
Just like birds, they fly. See how the tailbone is?
Red, it's your turn. What do you do?
Red follows, and I think for his turn, he's going to just look up and go, Screven! And Screven is just going to like pop over the edge of the cavern looking down like, go take a look and see if you can keep an eye on that thing and, give me a good old scree if you see it close.
Can it do that?
You can do everything.
My other question is, you left Steven with the Harper mage.
Yeah, he just disappeared like 20 minutes after we left.
So he's going to act as an alarm scree?
Yep.
He starts screeing immediately.
Where? And he looks up at it.
The sky.
He continues screeing.
No, he's smart. He's
Yeah.
got higher intelligence
Do you want him
than me.
to fly at the creature?
He can look with his beak.
He points
point.
with his beak
Yeah.
to the northwest.
Okay, and I shout to the others, Northwest, everyone, get ready. And I'm going to kneel behind the carcass of this manticore. Because it's huge, isn't it?
It's a large monstrosity, yes.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty big. I'm going to get down.
It's like the size of an ogre sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm going to get down right next to it. And
Get down on it.
Yeah, it's like a warg size.
Get down on it.
Get down on it.
I think Scree will ready in action so that if it comes close to her, she's going to take some talon strikes.
Scree. Doran, it's your turn.
My heart is beating so strongly. I'll just stand here. And Doran offers himself. It's a dwarven sacrifice.
Doran's heart grew
Whoa.
3 sizes that day.
And the beast devoured it.
All joking aside, Doran stretches his arms out and looking up at the sky, he offers himself as a sacrifice. Come and get me! And he's looking at his friends at the same time and thinking, you know what, we got to get this creature down here if we're going to attack it.
You're implicating all of us.
Well, He offers himself as a decoy, not a decoy. What's the word?
Bait.
Scooby snack.
A lure, and readies an action.
Hello, you.
Yeah, Doran puts out like a Bugs Bunny level, like
So tasty.
When it gets close enough, he's gonna swing his axe and chop off a leg.
Cool. The creature is then going to take
Zolkin.
what is known as a legendary action.
uh-oh.
Welcome to the first of our legendary actions, gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
This doesn't sound great for us.
So this is not its turn yet, but it swoops all the way down towards Doran and makes a gore attack. So he tries to gore you with its horn. So he flies down from the top of this cliff all the way just past you, not provoking opportunity attack.
As soon as I see this creature fly out of the sky, I'm going to cast my ready to action Sanctuary.
Perfect.
And I'm going to try to time it for as being as close to Doran as possible. But I ward the creature within range of the attack, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw. And if it fails, then it has to choose a new target.
So I'm going to make my wisdom save.
Yeah.
That's 16.
It passes.
Oh.
Attack away.
So the creature is going to dive towards Doran, and that is a 17 to hit you, Doran.
Who wins in a tie?
Not you.
The attacker wins in a
Damn
tie.
it.
Yeah. So you are hit with a gore. It's massive antlers.
You mean I'm gored with an antler?
You are hit with a goring antler that gores you
That's
with
fair
its
enough.
antler.
Covers you in gore. It's your favorite. You should love this one.
That's 21 piercing damage.
Oof.
Ouch.
Is that all you got?
Okay, so Doran, did you want to use your readied action to attack this creature?
Yes, I'd like to use my ready to action and attack this parrot. Parakeet.
Let's call it a monster parrot.
That's going to be 25 to hit,
Ooh,
Nice.
yes, you do. You hit.
All right.
Excellent.
doing 12 damage, slashing damage.
Nice.
Nicely done.
And as it flies by, Doran pulls his axe up like a baseball bat and wiggles it around just like a baseball player would. And he swings and slices into this parakeet's neck. What's it called?
Awesome.
Perryton.
Perryton.
Periton.
And then very minorly, Screven comes in and just tries to latch onto its face.
Bloodhawk, man.
Yeah. And she's just going to do a little attack.
I feel like the Bloodhawks would be a team of baseball in the Forgotten Realms.
Oh, yeah.
Which would be an 11, so I'm sure it's going to miss.
Yeah, you miss.
Yeah.
All right.
And she also has flyby, so she's not going to get hit.
Now the creature, I guess, is going to use its action to warp its figure.
Yikes.
Oh,
What?
I see.
So it's going to choose Doran, Kraloth, and Jack, the three creatures that are closest to it, and force you all to make a wisdom saving throw as the shadow of this creature turns into the shadow of a running horse, and then a giant bear, and then a stag.
Bless also applies to saving throws, so you guys can keep that going.
Good to know.
Who all did you bless? You blessed Zolkin.
Not Doran and not Jack.
So just him.
Just me.
As a reminder, I got a
Never
bonus
mind.
on this. You don't, so that's fine.
I got an 18.
I got a 15.
Just a straight 6.
Okay. Kraloth, Jack, you're fine. Doran, you are cursed.
Ooh, no.
Cursed.
Curse it.
No.
Whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, it's like the opposite of blessed. You have to roll a d4 and subtract that number from the roll.
For anything I roll right now.
Yeah. You can repeat this save at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
Then the creature flies by, continues flying in the same direction.
Fly, fly, fly.
Bye, 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 bye.
It's Jack's turn.
I can still see this creature towering up on that hilltop, right?
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. Feeling this curse wash over me, It sort of freaks Jack out in a moment, and he instinctively reaches into his pouch and grabs the Spellguard sphere, wrapped in the chains and dangling with the holy symbols of Lathander, and he holds it up as high as he can, and beams of brilliant white force start to shoot out of it towards this legendary Peryton creature as he tries to magic missile the hell out of it, putting all his alchemical jazz he can into the blast because he's
Excellent.
freaking out a little bit.
How much damage?
76 force damage from the various beams of light blasting out of Jack's Spellguard sphere in these 6 different blasts of... They look as much as they can like little manticores screaming out at this thing, seeing that there was some amount of animosity between this things and those things. It's just these winged lions leaping out across them, trying to devour the shadows and chase it back.
Yeah, and they race upward at this monstrous creature and explode all over its form, causing bursts of feathers to just explode and rain down on you as this creature launches itself back at you, wheels around through the sky, and dives. It's going to attack you in return.
Cool.
Woof.
Yes. 20 to hit you.
A 20 will hit me.
It's going to gore you with its horns.
Ouch.
That's 26 piercing damage.
Wow.
What's your health at?
24.
It's Zolkin's turn. This creature is finally within his range, so he's going to run over while it's still kind of close to the ground and like jump and swing at it with his scimitar, which is the best he can do under the circumstances. He is blessed. Thank you, Kraloth. So he will be attacking twice with this scimitar. Yeah, that'll do it. 21's to hit. And
Nice.
the next one is...
Get him, Zolkin!
Yeah, 17 to hit. So he hits twice with a scimitar.
Nice.
Sweet.
Zolkin's like, I'm on your side. I promise. 6 damage and 7 damage. So 13 altogether. Not bad.
Not too bad.
In response, I think the Peryton attacks Zolkin with his terrible talons.
I mean, they're not that bad.
Terrible talent.
They're legendary.
It's only fair.
It's nice alliteration.
15 to hit is exactly Zolkin's AC.
No.
With his studded leather armor that Red at one point found so tempting.
I'll get it when you're dead.
Playing the long game on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 14 slashing damage to Zolkin.
Oh.
Kraloth, it's your turn.
Kraloth is going to cast Warding Bond on Jack as his main action. So you've got +1 to your AC and saving throws as well.
Nice.
And resistance to all damage, and I'll be buddying up with you on damage taking. And then with a bonus action, I'm going to attack with my scythe, and I'm going to see what happens. Because it seems to just... It seems to attack every time it's attacked, but does it always attack the attacker, is the question.
Who knows?
Who attacks the attack
Let's
men?
find out.
I don't know if I want to find out.
Just see what happens.
All right, I'm going to attack with the scythe. It's a miss.
Bummer.
Ah.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, the creature just ducks right out of the way. It's still like in the air, sort of flying by slowly as all of us take our turns against it. Red, it's your turn.
Red is going to pop up from behind the manticore, and he's going to take aim and fire. 18 to hit,
Yes, that still hits.
27 damage.
Well done.
And I'll attack again.
Okay.
Yeah. With a 18.
Yeah, great.
19 damage.
The arrow lodges deep in the creature's shoulder and it sort of wheels to the side in pain.
And Red gets down prone behind the manticore to try to hide again. And Screeven's going to attack, and he misses with a 4.
Damn.
Oh, sorry, Scraven. Doran, it's your turn.
Doran's gonna stand and attack. Come on, let's make some chicken dinner.
He's a simple dwarf.
26 to hit.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes,
All
that'll
right.
do it.
Now, what am I taking the 4 off of? The
That one.
attack or the...
The to hit.
Okay, so then it's
Regardless.
23 to hit.
Yes. So you do hit, even with the curse.
14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Nice.
You gonna attack again?
Yep. I attack and I slice his toe, because dwarves are always attacking toes. Does an 11 hit?
No, 11 does not hit.
Oh, what a surprise.
Cursed! Foiled.
Yes,
Curses.
foiled.
This
Okay.
creature's writhing shadow just disorients you, confuses you, and you miss.
but I want to roll for my wisdom saving. That should do it. 18.
18, yeah. So you shake it off, this creature's effects.
Shake it off.
No longer affect you.
Excellent. Thank you.
So Doran and this monstrous, legendary Periton are just grappling, and Doran is like throwing as much might as he can behind Axe Splitter, and the creature's, I feel like, grabs the haft of the weapon and is trying to like pull it out of Doran's grasp and tries to gore him with one of his horns.
Uh-oh.
That's going to miss with a 12 to hit.
Perfect. Doran uses his riposte, and as the creature leans in to try and gore me with his horn, he uses his riposte and he attacks. 17 to hit, doing, oh shit,
Good shit or bad shit? Good shit or bad shit?
These are good math numbers.
21 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Doran, as you're locked in this intense one-on-one combat with this huge winged creature, exchanging blows, dodging out of the way of this creature's antlers, you roll out of the way to evade one of these gore attacks, and then seeing your chance, you throw yourself at the creature. What does it look like when you kill this legendary
fuck
Periton?
yeah.
Oh.
Doran does a somersault to roll out of the way, and as he stands up to turn around and look at the Periton, he sees that his head is exactly where Doran was just standing, and Doran makes the instinctive move to bring his axe over his head and back down like he was splitting firewood, leaving it spilling out its purple blood.
Doran Periton Slayer.
The creature's huge body falls to the ground of this canyon. You're surrounded by gore of these monstrous creatures that were attacking you are now vanquished. And Doran, you're like lording over these three bodies covered in blood.
And then we loot.
Yeah.
Oh, these monsters don't have any treasure.
Damn it! Thank you once again to our wonderful Patreon supporters Christopher Ryan Evans, Mitchell Cadwell, Perrin Caristi, Mari Kaniski, Jessica Orrit, Colin Burkhart, Daniel, Doug, Katie Orrit, and Merlin. See you soon!
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. I've got it under a spell.
Sounds like a song.
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. It's under a spell.
What do you want me to do?
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. It's under
This
a
is
spell.
obviously a monster.
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. It's under a spell.
What do you want me to do?
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. It's under
This is
a
obviously a monster.
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. It's under a spell.
What do you want me to do?
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. It's under a spell.
Don't
hit that one, Zolkin.
Don't be a
It's
dick,
That'd be a real
Zolkin.
dick move, Zolkin.
Don't be a dick,
That'd be a real
Zolkin.
dick move,
Don't
Zolkin.
hit that one, Zolkin. It's under a spell.
What do you want me to do?
Don't hit that one, Zolkin. It's under a spell.
Yeah, just wait a second. I literally just told it to run away, and it's gonna do that if you don't fuck it up for us.
What do you mean, Jack?
Shut up, Zolkin.
Is this parrot thing
Oh, Alex.
Peloton? Is it
Pelletizer.
thing a huge creature? Like a giant thing creature size?
Is it a flying
Had it-
giant?
There's like small,
what size
medium,
is it?
large thing.
How many
Huge.
squares does it take up?
It's big. It's bigger than the manticore.
Bigger than the manticore.
But okay. It's not giant like a giant. Not huge like a giant. Like size wise. It's on the larger side of large.
Technically.
Parrot, pellet.
Periton.
Thank you.